And now, our feature presentation.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode...
He's taking a shit. All right.
Anywho, what are we talking about?
Just keep it. I'm leaving it. Just keep going.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode lucky number 13 of the VHS Bandits. This week, we talk about Lost in Dinosaur World. Once we stop giggling, we're going to pop in the tape.
Why is it so funny? What the fuck? Why does this even exist? What the... I don't even know.
Oh, if you could only see what we were seeing.
Oh, God. All right, anywho. Back to the show. What are we talking about? That's our world.
Hey, everybody. Welcome again to episode 13 of the VHS Bandits. This week, we're talking about Lost in Dinosaur World.
Did you forget the name?
I did. I had to look at the tape. I couldn't remember what it was. We just popped into it. You were giggling over it.
Oh, okay.
As always, I am the Kevbot. With me is
Topher Hansen.
And the one and only
Dane Train.
Dane Train.
So this movie, Lost in Dinosaur World. This is a tape that I got as a kid at Toys R Us. It's only 30 minutes long. So I don't know if anyone's ever seen this movie other than the three of us right here and my brother.
You guys have watched this
I've
few
watched
times
it multiple
before.
times. Yes, yeah. I have. I love this movie. It holds up, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But so it's one of those like you know, like you go to the like at the supermarket or something, and there's like the candy bars and the mints and shit. It's like
I think you mean you go to like 7-Eleven and they have the rack of like movies.
No. I mean, like it's one of those like last minute items. You know what I mean? Like, well, I might as well get some sponges while I'm waiting here.
Might as well get some Lost in Dinosaur World.
Right? Yeah, it's one of those like just like add-on things that you'd get. Like it's not a toy; it's just a thing. But it was like at the height of like. Jurassic. This came out in 1993. When did Jurassic Park come out?
92.
Was it? Yeah,
Possibly. There was a lot of Jurassic Park fun.
Yeah, this was like right after Jurassic Park. So there's like I was probably at Toys R Us getting Jurassic Park toys, so I could like getting the compound, so I could put the raptors in there.
The raptors are loose.
Peel out.
Getting 3 velociraptors so one can distract your He-Man and the other 2 can gang up on it.
I had the raptor that you moved his leg and he went.
Yeah.
And I had the one that like they had like a chunk of flesh that came off.
Right.
And you saw like the bones.
All the big dinosaurs.
Dino damage.
All the big dinosaurs had the dino damage.
They
Like
had a little like JP on their ass.
Yep.
The Tyrannosaurus and the Triceratops, they fought a lot. There was a lot of dino damage going on. But yeah, so this was just like on the shelves, like with the Jurassic Park toys. So it like tricks you, and it's like the Asylum movie for kids. It's a mockbuster Jurassic Park. So it makes you think that it's like Jurassic Park because it's just with all the toys, and you're like, "Mom, buy this for me too," and they're like, "Shut up, fine." So it's just something to shut
you
your
up for
kids
30 minutes.
Yeah,
I feel like
Okay.
You're like that uncle, and you gotta get your nephew something like, I gotta get that little squirt, something cheap. Screw it, I'll just get this. I don't know what this is. You like dinosaurs, right? I'll get this.
Right?
And
Yeah.
I want a Jurassic Park. Well, that's what I gave you, little punk.
This is like the CVS equivalent of like
Yeah.
you find in the toy aisle. Instead of buying him a G.I. Joe, you get him an
Army dude.
Army man.
You go to the dollar store.
Yeah.
Yep.
Action
It's like a
Pals.
knockoff,
with Dino Buddy.
Yeah.
Philadelphia action figures.
So I went on the interwebs, and if you go to lostindinosaurworld.com, you can find a description of this movie and the link to where you can buy it on Amazon for $20.
It's worth every penny. That's probably like what 70 cents a minute.
Yeah.
It's I think that's worth it.
I don't know. No, this is probably the only time or place where any of you will ever be able to find this. Now, the entire movie is not on the internet. But
yeah, it's not on
there's
IMDb.
no doubt you will never find this tape ever.
It doesn't exist unless you bought it at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Standing next to me in line, you probably will never see this
Like,
tape.
scouring the internet, this tape doesn't exist anywhere. So
Because it's not
for good reason.
Yeah. I think it's worth it. If you have
should
$20
you should
to blow,
upload it to YouTube for the world to enjoy.
Oh, hey,
Yeah, I don't
we're
know
not,
if
we're not
copyright
VHS
laws.
pirates now.
Yeah, we're bandits.
Arr, you know. So this is a description of the movie on the interwebs.
Yeah, because there's no box for it. I
Oh, yeah,
just
it's just
have
the tape.
the tape. I lost the box.
I went on the I tried to Google it, and there is no box art for this that I can find for the tape. Now the VHS we've got, the DVD we got.
Yeah,
but the tape we can't.
It was different box art than is on Amazon. It's been updated for the new millennium.
It's just some Photoshop shit.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So this is the description on the internet. The sky is growing dark. Strange animal sounds fill the air. And the thundering footsteps of a Tyrannosaurus Rex are getting closer and closer. You are lost in Dinosaur World. Embark on a family trip that detours into danger when Tim and Mary McDunn get separated from their parents into a visit to Dinosaur World, the only place on Earth where real dinosaurs live, breathe, and eat. Will Tim and Mary make it out before nightfall? A hungry T-Rex hopes they don't, because it wants to eat them.
Spoiler: the kids die.
The amazing
Just kidding.
Dinomation dinosaurs, which means they're basically pneumatic props that go when they move. You know, like when you go through a haunted house or you go to Disney World, something like that.
Go Chuck E. Cheese.
yeah, Chuck E. Cheese. The dinosaurs make this live-action video a spectacular adventure where towering dinosaurs roam free, just as they did millions of years ago, except that now you are there. It's not Jurassic Park, so it's not going to scare anyone, at least not too much. But it is delightfully fun for kids from 4 to 9 years old. Now,
That's very
not
specific.
1 through 3, not 10 plus, but only 4 through 9. There's
Only
lots,
a 5-year span that you have to
that's
watch
it.
this
4,
movie.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. There's lots of family fun and plenty of great dinosaur science. And don't miss the crazy meals available at the Dino Deli, a.k.a. the only really good part of this entire video, which is we'll get into it in a minute. Written by Jeffrey T. Williams and based on his best-selling series of Dinosaur World children books. There you go.
I never read the books. I never knew they existed. We should look those up.
Yeah. So, what's this movie about?
Well, I mean, you pretty much just said it. So it's about these. It's a Jurassic Park ripoff where these kids like go to this theme park. It's not like in testing or anything. It's up and running.
Jurassic Six Flags.
Yeah, Jurassic
Yeah.
Six Flags. And they just get lost in Dinosaur World. The title pretty much explains the entire movie.
There's like the main kid who's a complete dingleberry to his whole family. He acts like a stuck-up dingus, and he's just like, no, I know everything about dinosaurs. You're all losers. Like the whole movie, he's got this dude, and
Yeah.
he dresses exactly like Professor Grant in Jurassic Park, like color scheme, everything, like to a T. He's got his dorky younger sister, and then his dad, who's got like he's got like a sweater around his neck. Like he's gonna go play some tennis, and he's got his mom that has this huge set of like Shelley Duvall chompers, you know. Anywho, they go to Dinosaur World,
You know what?
and that's
This kid's was missing a good counterpart, and that was the mini Jeff Goldblum character.
Man,
yeah.
if there was a mini Jeff Goldblum
That would've been
to
great.
like that was trying to like mac on his sister.
Explain chaos theory to this other
putting
little
the drips
kid.
of water down her hand.
Yeah.
You see, Dinosaur World.
Now, you said
Brontosaurus
that
burger.
there were going to be dinosaurs here, Is this thing on? I really hate that man. Anywho, enough about.
I really hate this douchebag kid.
So literally, like, we all hated this kid.
Yeah, he's not nice. Like,
No.
Nope.
I don't know. Like, I mean, he's basically I think it's like trying to be an educational video where like they stop and see a dinosaur and he's like, oh, this is Stegosaurus and he has these spikes to blah 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 and he has things on his back for he's cold blooded or whatever. But he like instead of like being like informative, yeah, he's like. He could be like, oh, this is Stegosaurus, and he has these spikes on his tail for defense. He's like, this is Stegosaurus. He has spikes on his tail. Don't be a dick.
It comes off as being like, what, you don't know?
Yeah.
you don't know anything about dinosaurs?
They could have gotten literally any other kid, and it would have come off way less douchey.
Right.
Well, it's funny because, like, they're at this park, and they have a map of, like, where to go. They're like, oh, we're going to Pterodactyl Alley and whatever, but they don't. There's no like tour guide. There's no like.
The dinosaurs aren't in cages.
Oh yeah, they're just
fences,
out and about.
Just
they're like in the
walking
woods,
around.
It's not like
there's
they got those
no
little, like,
safety
headsets,
precautions.
You know, little headsets you can get at like museums. Are like no, or like, kind of like in Jurassic Park. No, you're up to the Dilophosaurus. You know. Anywho, so the kid is being a dingleberry, and they're all like, "Yes, we're really hungry." So they go to the only part really talking about in this whole movie. Dino Deli. So let's talk about Dino Deli.
Dino Diner. I don't know.
Dino Deli.
So yeah, I mean they get to the park. Every employee of the park is actually I guess there's only one employee.
One at the ticket booth, right?
Yeah, the lady at the ticket booth is like an animatronic person. She's not, but she acts like one. She's very
Way too enthusiastic.
Please don't feed the animals.
Yeah, she's super smiley and like sedated almost. She's like
They never let her leave the booth.
right. It's like they took her out of like a chorus line in a high school musical, and like that's the type of acting that she does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where she's just like super cheery and please don't feed the dinosaurs. And this is where you are.
I like
and
the
no
corny-
raw meat after the entrance point.
Yeah, I like all like the corny signs. Yeah, no raw meat in the entrance. Humans eaten by dinosaurs this year, 0.
Yeah, as if you know, just leave your raw meat at the door, please.
Oh, I love at the beginning, real quick to back up, like the opening credit sequence overlays.
Oh,
this.
yeah.
It's like a one continuous shot of like this kid's bedroom that's just.
It's a Spielberg oneer.
Yeah. It's all filled with dinosaur stuff, and there's a part
It's
where the kid
everything
is like.
that I had in my bedroom.
Yeah, it's like, you know, there's like the skeleton
Right
of a
now.
Stegosaurus, and
Like
there's like a
the
blow-up
wooden
dinosaur.
ones that you put together,
Yeah.
like the wooden models.
With
and
like the piggy bank stomach.
Yeah. You got them at like the Ecotarium gift shop and
Yeah.
stuff.
and the one like T-Rex inflatable thing that was like 2 feet, 3
Right,
feet tall that everyone had.
So there's this shot where the kid is like, he puts his boots on and stuff, and he's putting like stuff into his backpack. He's got like sandwiches and crackers and things. And there's one part where he takes like a little Swiss Army knife. He just kind of like holds it longer than all the other items to make it like show that.
So
He has a Swiss Army knife. But the thing is, they never
uses
they never
any of
use any of
that.
the shit in his backpack except for like the flashlight, and that's it. Because
They didn't use a flashlight.
Yeah, he did. You remember how the little girl like put the flashlight up and down the Tyrannosaurus Rex's leg?
yeah.
You're freaking
You're
out.
Right.
But they always reference like he's got his compass, he's got his food, he's got his water. He's always prepared. He
Yeah.
never gets lost, except that he got fucking lost in
Yeah.
Dinosaur
Dinosaur
World.
World.
Douchebag kid. Put your money
Yeah.
where your mouth is if you're going to be such a dick about it.
Seriously.
So they go to the Dino Deli, and the greatest, most unexpected thing happens in 30-minute
In
movie
history.
So they've got these nice laminated menus, and they're like, oh, what should we eat? And this guy that looks exactly like 90s action star Mark Dacascos pops up, who you might know from Iron Chef. And he pops up, who's also in the Double Dragon movie, which hopefully we do someday. I need to get that on tape.
Ooh.
And he comes up and in fucking song and dance describes the entire, like all his recommendations of what to eat there. So what do we got?
The main thing is the Brontosaurus burger, which we have to talk about. It's like
Which is why we were laughing, because Dean was looking at pictures.
Yeah, Google. What did you Google?
I just Googled Lost in Dinosaur World.
So just there's like no trailer or any information about this, but Google Lost in Dinosaur World and just look at the Google images and you'll laugh your ass off about the Brontosaurus burger.
It's like the size of a twin bed, and they just put it. So there's like this grandma and grandpa sitting with like this like little like 10-year-old kid, and they're sitting there just like, that's kind of a big burger. Look at that, you know.
Like it's like a Flintstone-sized burger. You know, in the credits they put the big thing of ribs on the car, and it flips sideways. It's like that, except a cheeseburger. And this little kid's looking at it, and like you see him like stuff his face like face first right into it, start eating it. And obviously it's fake, but it goes
it's like big, like plasticky looking wax covered burger
paper mache.
Thing. Yeah,
which a burger that big, I imagine would take more than 2 people to bring out.
How many people took it? Was it?
I don't know. Maybe
I don't know. But
like a giant plastic piggy bank of a burger,
pretty much. And so I have to say that like all the actors in this are like, they're probably not actors, but they're like extras. You know, like all the, like everyone is an extra, and they're like, okay, you can have a line, and you can have a line, and you can have a line. But like they do that thing where, I mean, it's a kids movie, and it's a stupid fucking movie about Lost Dinosaur World. So I'm not like critiquing the acting prowess of it, but I'm just saying that
compared to all the movies I've ever seen ever before, this movie had by far the worst acting.
I was going to say the best. But
it's
no,
top
it's
notch.
like
It's top quality.
Where the background extras like just extremely overact. Like if you're, oh God, Dane just showed me the cover of the books. It looks like
it's like watercolors.
It looks like very sad almost. Like someone really tried hard at drawing the cover.
That looks like a very sad dinosaur.
Yeah.
That dinosaur is encountering a person, and it's just like, can I just talk to you about my day for like 5 minutes here?
And so all the extras, like there's a point where they go to the feeding zone at the baby depository or whatever.
That to me, I think, is the best scene of the whole movie.
All right, this is before. We'll get back to the Dino Deli.
Yeah.
So before they go to eat lunch, they go to the nursery. Right?
Oh,
so,
yeah.
And the
hand puppet.
With Boney from... Reverse Boney from Wienerville.
Yeah. Right. Oh, my God. Yeah. Look, you're right. They put skin on Boney, and that's...
Mark Wiener's getting some commissions out of this tape.
He better be. So they're like sitting around a bench, and this is when they're looking at the map, and the douchebag kid's like, I want to see the Tyrannosaurus. And then the parents are like, well, the Tyrannosaurus is here, but let's go first to the nursery. And the little girl's like, yeah, I want to see the babies. And he's like, babies! Fuck the babies! And then they go to the nursery, and they feed a puppet, a hand puppet, like sock looking. It's like soggy almost. It looks like it's just moldy and came out of an attic somewhere.
To me, it looks like those Boglins. You know the Boglin toys. It's like a hand. It's like a rubber hand puppet that they sold back in the late '80s called a Boglin. Look them up. It looks exactly like this thing.
And they're like feeding foam like meat things to it. It's just like they ripped out like parts of a mattress and like are throwing it at this puppet. And you know, it's a puppet, so it can't eat anything, so it just like shit falls out of its mouth. But this is the point where like all the extras in the background, like the main cast is like, oh, look at this, and they're like talking to the guy who's feeding the thing and like giving false information about baby dinosaurs. But all the extras in the back do that thing where they're like, I am looking at this, and they're all like pointing and like talking silently amongst each other with like really sparse movements and just over exaggerated like everything.
Yeah.
And like one of the dudes in the back, I mean, everybody in this looks like a child molester, but this dude is a child molester. He looks like Jeffrey Dahmer. He's got like the glasses and the mustache, and he's wearing like one of those like neon 90s hats that he definitely took from a child. And that's it's just fun things.
Most of the
to look
people
for.
wear some ultra 90s clothes.
Super 90s.
Wicked 90s.
I thought Camp Nowhere was 90s. This is 90s. Why was that your favorite part of the movie?
Oh, just because the baby dinosaur puppet was the best
Special effects.
the best actress in the whole thing.
That's
it was just
very
like
true.
way into the feeding. It was just really believable.
He's like, Jim
really
Henson's going to
believable.
call me up after
Yeah,
this. I'm
yeah,
going to put this on
exactly.
my puppetry demo
I love
reel.
how, because it was all just like rubber, whenever it would chew and eat, all of its little teeth would just like
Just
go
like
sideways.
fold in.
Fold in.
But the great thing too was like I was expecting it to speak too, because it was just like
what was it going to say?
overacting.
It's that
just gonna
level of unbelievable
Yeah.
that
Oh,
you
I want,
expect it to
I
speak.
want some more. Like, give me some more, or something like that.
Oh, speaking of speaking, all the all the dinosaur sounds in this are so annoying. All the different dinosaur like roars and stuff. Yeah, it's just
They just sound so
some guy
sick, so sick, or like
some guy with a tummy ache.
Come on,
Yeah.
time to go to work.
kill me.
They all have like separate sounds too. Like, so the Stegosaurus will be like, and then like the Iguanodon will be like, and it just sounds, it sounds terrible. And I guess since we're on the subject of terrible sounds, the soundtrack.
Oh man, it's just like a mini keyboard.
Yeah.
That's the whole movie.
Yeah, that's straight from the soundtrack. Everything is just MIDI instruments. I mean, it's not terrible for what it is. It's just funny sounding, and the music is so loud you can't really hear the dialogue over the music, which is probably a good thing. So let's get back to the diner. Since we're going to music, there's so many segues.
So Mark Dacascos goes into a full song about his recommendations on what to eat, and just like, how about a big Brontosaurus burger, or how about this big salad, or maybe one of these, and maybe one of these, and a Tyrannosaurus crab salad. You know what I mean? It's just, and then like two other wicked 90s teenagers pop up, and they're just like, or maybe you want some greens, and we've got this thing right here, and we recommend that to you. And then like to each person, they don't even say like, yes, I'll have that. He just takes their fucking menu away.
Yeah, he just
goes to
orders
each
for
person
them.
around the table. You know, maybe you want a hot dog. Man, it tastes real great. And I'll relate this to dinosaurs one way or another, and then I'm gonna go masturbate. All right, that's the song. That's the whole song. I'm gonna put it now. That's like if you go on YouTube and type in this movie, that's the only scene you're gonna find. So we'll pop that up.
My laugh sounds like one of the terrible dinosaurs.
So that's,
but there's like three other waiters too.
Yeah, they pop
like
up
super
and join in with
90s
the
blonde
song.
guy with backwards hat and like ambiguous Asian lady, and all the like customers join in.
Yeah.
And they know the lyrics to the song.
They're showing off their food, like, this is a dish, and this is a dish, and this is a dish, and this.
There's like pterodactyl tacos, Pecky cephalosaurus soup.
The best part is at the end, the kid who got the big
burger,
price
Brontosaurus burger.
Yeah, he's like he looks like the girl who turned into a blueberry in Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. He's just like filled with just like all around him. He's just filled with pillows to make it look like he ate the whole thing.
Like he's definitely going to die. Yeah, that kid needs his stomach pumped. He just swallowed the entire thing.
His
down
stomach
his
exploded, and now Burger is just his body.
Right.
The two grandparents sit with him and just like, okay, you're just hanging out. not
They're doing that
anything.
extra thing, just nodding their head and whatever. Oh, yes, I'm involved in this scenario also.
So after lunch, the kids just decide, let's go away from our parents. Let's just go wander off in the woods for a while.
Because the dad ordered a whole cake for himself.
Yeah,
What is
with,
saber-tooth
bananas on it.
surprise?
And the little douchebag is so fixated on finding a T-Rex.
Yep. That he wants to endanger his entire family.
So he and his sister, like, they're in like this, field with some woods right behind them, and they go run off into the field, and we stay on this empty field, this empty shot of
Wait,
this
no,
field.
that's after. That's at the end of this. So they go there, and this is when they get dive bombed by pterodons.
Oh yeah, that's right. This one
Steal
like
the kid's
early,
hat.
It's like early CGI pterodactyl steals his hat.
And so before, like, I guess it was foreshadowing. I don't know. Their version of spreading seeds of hope. In the beginning, when they first go into the park, like, they're selling hats at the gift shop or whatever, and it's like this gigantic paper mache hat. It's
Nipple-looking hat.
It's about it's like the bun of the Brontosaurus burger, and the mom's like, "Who's gonna fucking wear this thing?" And then the kid's like, "Mom, pterodactyls could dive bomb you." Blah. And then, like, of course, she buys it. And the dad, she's like. The next scene is she's just like walking through the park, and they're like, "If any pterodons try to dive bomb us, there's room underneath my hat." And the dad goes, "There's room for a football game underneath your hat." And they all have a good chuckle. So anyway, the kids go out to this field by themselves because their parents are very responsible. And they get dive bombed by pterodactyls. It steals his hat, and that's when they run off into the woods, and we hold on the woods for 5 minutes straight.
Seriously, you're like,
They needed to round this tape off to 30 minutes.
It is exactly 30 minutes, so it's definitely in there just for fluff to bulk up the time. But yeah, it's just a static shot of the woods.
there's no music or anything. Like, the music
5
already
minutes
ended.
straight.
It just stays in this one shot.
Yeah, the kids are long gone.
Yeah.
Long gone.
CGI looks pretty great, I think.
Oh, it's great. All right.
That's where all the budget went, I'd assume. Because like Dane said, all the like live action dinosaurs are the pneumatic robots that you'd see at like the traveling dinosaur exhibits. I know they've like come to Boston a lot or
I
whatever.
went to one down to Cape a million years ago.
Yeah, which I fucking loved.
Oh, yeah.
By the way.
Probably would have been about 5 million years ago.
Oh, what?
Heyo.
Not
Actually,
that
probably
long
not
ago.
because like 65 million years ago.
Don't step on my jokes.
I'm
okay?
sorry.
Inaccurate.
Unless you subscribe to.
Then it was only 2,000 years ago.
Yeah. 2016 years ago.
Yeah.
When dinosaurs and man walked the earth together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So it's what?
Nothing. Sorry, nothing.
It's just those
Mark
those
Maron joke.
those dinosaurs that would be at museums every like 6 months or something.
Dinosaurs alive. They
right.
used to call the exhibit, right?
Yeah. And they have like the hatching the eggs, like they go by like a, I forget what it is. It's like the dinosaur with like that thing on the back of its fucking head. I don't know if it's a duck-billed dinosaur or whatever. It
Just
doesn't
like
matter.
the opposite, because the bill is like coming off the top. Whatever.
Yeah.
We don't know dinosaurs.
The
I
eggs
would've
are
known
opening
in
and closing like
1993.
clams.
Right. Yeah,
Where it's
there's
just
like-
like
They're like-
I
they're
didn't
like-
know eggs could close.
They're like, when you have like, there's like baby birds like trying to get fed. Like that's
Like they're
eggs,
just
but eggs
snapping
don't
their
do that.
And I don't know why they're not at the nursery with the other baby
Yeah, right.
dinosaurs.
Or they're making dinosaurs.
T-Rex fodder.
Yeah, probably. So now the kids are lost in the woods, and
Dino Woods.
the Dino Woods, and they're just like, even we could just go in a straight line back to where we came from, where our parents are, but we're just gonna keep wandering further into the woods with these uncaged disaster animals.
And they found a dinosaur that squashed his compass, so they're screwed.
Oh yeah, they bumped into a Triceratops, and every time the girl just like sees something, she goes, "Ah!"
She like throws her hands up in the air.
Yeah, so he steps on the compass. He doesn't have his hat. He's losing all of his like dino gear left and right. And the
park staff seems to be no help.
Yeah.
Can't even find two kids in this park.
He's like, "Don't worry, nobody gets lost in dinosaur world."
My son never gets lost. Yeah, well,
except right now.
He came prepared with
He brought a sandwich.
graham crackers and a sandwich.
and raw meat in his backpack.
Yeah, so
What were we thinking?
They go to like the park ranger or whatever the parents do, and they're like, "My son's lost, but he's really smart and a dick." And the guy's like, I think this guy's like the only good actor in the movie. Like he was committed to this role.
Besides the kids singing at Dino.
Oh yeah,
Deli.
they were on point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's nothing really interesting happens there. They're just like, "My kid's lost," and he's like, "Yeah, we'll find him."
Then they run into, it's like, it kind of goes back and forth. The parents at the
Right.
office, and then the kids run into a dinosaur. The kid's a dick, explains what dinosaur it is. Then they go back to the parents, then back to the kids, so on and so forth. Eventually, they do stumble upon a T-Rex,
Yeah.
which doesn't do anything.
Well, they meet after the Triceratops. They meet a Deinonychus, who's like just killed some other dinosaur, and there's like a lot of blood.
Oh yeah.
And so he like used his claw and like is just like eating this other dinosaur, and just draped in like ketchup or whatever from a
red paint.
Brontosaurus burger. And
the kid that ate the Brontosaurus burger's blood.
it could very well be that child.
He wouldn't be able to run.
No,
right.
he could roll away.
But
But yeah, instead of like running away, the kid's like, "This is a Deinonychus. Do you know what that means, little sister?" She's like, "A dinosaur that's gonna fucking kill us." And he's like, "Pretty close. It means terrible claw, blah, blah, blah." And all this useless information that, they could spend their time running away and not getting killed. And then it's like nighttime all of a sudden. And then like the kids are like sitting by a river, and they're like, "Oh no, we're actually lost." And they have like this thing where they're just talking about, "Oh no, we're fucked," basically. And then cut back to the parents, and they're just talking to this dude, and then he gets a call over the walkie-talkie, the park ranger, and then cut back to the field, and it's daytime again.
Oh yeah.
And this dude's like, "We found something! We found something!" And it's they found the kid's hat, and they're like, "Okay,
That could mean anything.
he's probably dead. I don't know." So then they sent out a search team for him, and this is where the kids run into the Tyrannosaurus.
We should mention the park is now closed, so the entire staff can be committed to finding the kid, as
Right.
opposed to one person, because then they find him in like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Someone should be cleaning up the shit in the petting zoo. But they all have to fucking find this kid and pay for overtime and probably get sued. But yeah, so then the daughter backs up into... No, they're sitting down. They're like, "Let's hide behind this tree." And they take the flashlight, and it's not a tree. It's a Tyrannosaurus leg.
Oh yeah.
And then she screams, and the Tyrannosaurus just stands there going...
Yeah.
And
Roar.
not threatening anybody at all. And they send in like a helicopter to save them.
It like has a big light to distract it, so the kids can run away.
Yeah, and then as soon as the kids like they blind the T-Rex with a flashlight or whatever on the helicopter, and then as soon as the kids run away, they shine the spotlight on the kids, like to point out the kids are here, but the dinosaur is like now going to see them and eat them, instead of blinding the dinosaur again. I don't know. And then they like reunite with their parents, and everyone's like really happy, and not like, fuck you, you
like,
almost killed
"Oh
my
my
kids,"
God,
or like, you're
you're
a terrible
okay.
parent. So they leave, and then there's like some witty banter between the like park ranger and them, and the little girl's like, "We'll be back." Freeze frame
For 5 minutes.
for 5 minutes because we need to fill time.
And there's a huge shot of of like a bird's eye view of the T-Rex with a huge amount of fog machines on it for like 5 minutes.
5 minutes until the credits. And then the credits go extremely fast. There's a shitload of people that made this movie.
Surprising amount.
It's absurd how many people worked on this movie. But then the credits like fly by. I don't know. It's just super fast. So they could have like just slowed down the credits and like cut off 6 minutes of static shots of woods for no reason. But that's pretty much the movie.
Yep. 30 minutes of quality dinosaur fun.
Yes. I loved it. What would you rate this?
Whoa.
Even though
Dino sucker
is not on IMDb, so you can't rate it there.
I would give most of the movie
Most
of the movie I would give it like a 7.5, but the Dino Deli scene gets a 10 out of me.
That's fair. That's fair.
So you get two separate stars out of me.
The clip on YouTube is a 10 out of 10. Kev?
I would give it a 2 out of 10.
Oh my god.
The saving grace is the dinosaur puppet.
That's the 2 points? Just for
That's the
dinosaur
2
puppet?
points.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Did you even enjoy it as like a bad movie?
Not really.
No?
The kid was too douchey. Just wanted to punch him the whole time.
Man, that kid sucked.
Maybe it's because you didn't see this as a kid. And
That could be it.
I know.
Yeah,
I showed it today
I watched
while
this-
ago.
The musical number was good. I couldn't understand him half the time.
Oh, neither could I, but it was still fun.
Yeah. Sorry.
I think
Sorry, Topher's childhood.
That's fine.
I'm going to disappoint you again.
Like the rest of it. That I'd give it a 9 out of 10. It's mostly the nostalgia thing, and I love dinosaurs. It's only half an hour long, so what are you going to lose?
Yeah.
You'll get a 3-minute awesome
If you cut out the
song.
If you cut down the scenes that they just keep on one static shot
It'd be a
forever,
15-minute
it'd
movie.
it'd be 15 minutes.
I would love to show this to my 5-year-old nephew.
Oh, he would love it.
What I'm saying is, like,
He's right in the age range.
Well,
Yeah.
a kid today, would they like seeing
Got
this?
4 more
with all
years to show him this.
with like the puppets and stuff, because they're so used to like CGI crap now. Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
So
I can't show it to my nephew. He just turned 10. He's out of the age range.
shit.
He was off the cuff, dude.
Yeah.
1 week ago, he could have watched it, but
Yeah.
right now, nope.
Damn. Sorry,
He's off
buddy.
limits.
That's right. He's cut off
Yeah.
from
Dinosaur World.
But I recommend that you buy the DVD for $20.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Is there anything else to say about this movie? Except fucking buy it right now.
Not really.
No, not really. Look up some pictures.
Yeah, look up the pictures. Definitely
Yeah.
YouTube the fucking Brontosaurus burger scene.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
And I think that sums it up.
Alrighty.
So,
Cool. So I think that's going to wrap up our episode for this week. Episode number 13, where we got lost in Dinosaur World. Thanks.
We got lots of other dinosaur-related tapes, too.
I have so many dinosaur
do it.
Stay
tapes.
tuned for
Oh,
Dinosaur
dude.
City and
Prehysteria 2.
So get pumped for dinosaurs.
Yeah,
You got
absolutely.
the VHS Bandits.
So if you guys don't already know, you can follow us on Twitter at the VHS Bandits, or find us on Facebook, facebook.com/the VHS Bandits. You're probably listening to us on one of two ways you can listen to us, which is iTunes or Podbean.
No, you can listen to us on anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Whatever podcast app you want, you're listening to us on it.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, but rate us and stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Share
We
us
have
with your
lots of
friends,
Please.
with your families.
We only know how many like downloads we get on Podbean. I don't know about any of the other stuff. So try to rate, comment. I don't care.
Just do something.
Or, like, please
Feed our egos.
Spread our Facebook page to your friends and anybody else who might be interested in VHS stuff. Try to get some more. We only got like 50 people who like our page, so
We're not too huge on the social media
let's get like 51. Let's try that.
I say 52.
Yeah, if the Alicata family is listening,
Of course they are.
Sign up the rest of your family.
Yeah, we want the entire family reunion to listen to the show.
Yeah, that would be great. Lord knows my family does not want to listen to this.
Likewise.
Yeah.
No one wants to be associated with me whatsoever.
So anyway, thanks again for listening. As always, I'm the KevBot.
It's Dane Train.
This is Dover Hansen.
As always, be kind and rewind.
Wow! I'll bet that's the Brontosaurus burger.
Unbelievable. That is the most gigantic burger I've ever seen. That may be just enough for me.
But wait. I don't want to eat a dinosaur.
Well, nobody's eating dinosaurs, honey. They're rare and endangered.
Besides, they're just too hard to catch.
They just name all the stuff after dinosaurs. See, Brontosaurus burger, the biggest burger ever built.
Served on the biggest buns ever baked. A hamburger so stupendously humongous that no one has ever actually finished one. But if that sounds like a little too much for you, I might suggest our tasty Triceratops treat. A hot dog so totally neat, you'll be roaring for more, even before your first one is halfway complete. For you, sir, I might have them send
Yes?
our world-famous herbivore blend. Crisp veggies and greens, tomatoes and beans.
And a dressing our chef recommends.
That looks delicious.
I'll bet I know just what you want.
And what's that?
Cuisine that's très au courant.
Our pastry crust filled with crab is a must.
It's called the Cretaceous Croissant.
And French fries on the side?
Mais certainement. Now this one is going to be tough.
Yes, he looks hungry enough.
To devour a dozen, hot from the oven, then send us right back for more stuff. Wonton a la Dimetrodon?
With Corythosaur chips.
Diplodocus dip.
And Parasaurolophus punch.
Wow.
Yeah,
Taco, pterodactyl,
that's big.
Adrodon hash.
Pachycephalosaurus soup.
But you have to spell it first.
I-T-It. Yeah.
Please choose whatever you wish.
Dine on a Deinonychus dish. The flavor is wild.
The spices are mild.
And if when you finish,
You finished your spinach.
and your plate is spotlessly clean.
Make sure to leave room for...
At least 50
Of
spoonfuls.
the Dino Dessert Supreme.
Ichthyosaurus ice cream.